All right, okay. Thank you there, Jaw Glazer. I'm sitting there running my mouth. All right, I'll say it again. No fear, Jaw Glazer's here. Thank you for letting me know I was muted there. And I was muted. Anyway, as I was saying, we are going to be doing our fantasy football again this year. And we have fantasy basketball and football. And we're going to be doing it. The information, we're gonna start having signups later on this week. And then we'll have our draft not this Sunday, but the Sunday after, where we are going to have our official fantasy football going at it again. Another year of damn, it's been a year already, huh? This year has went by quick. This year's went by pretty damn quick. So we're going to have a year, another year of fantasy football. I was kicking butt until the end. Bet I'll be on the lookout for the sign up. All right. Once again, everyone, we're going to be having our fantasy football sign up. Is going to be on ESPN again. We'll do the ESPN thing, and I'll be sending out the invitations and the links for that next week, later this week. Hell yeah. We're making Sunday. That's the only day I feel free. Yeah. Try to do it because, usually people aren't that busy on Sunday. Sunday's always a day. Sunday afternoon is a time when, people are chilling. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. Everybody usually chills on a Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, somewhere around that time. Just only time when people are like really busy is like when football season starts. Game of Thrones isn't on. House of Dragon isn't on. What else? All the good shows ain't on. So it was a great time. Sunday 3 to 9 because of school. Okay. Saturday's 9 to 9. There it is. Sunday, baby. Sunday's when we're gonna have our it's ESPN fantasy football draft. It's gonna be on a Sunday, and we're gonna start having our signups a little bit later this week. We're gonna start doing our signups for the fantasy football. So get ready for that, chat. Get ready for that for our fantasy football. Now, in the world. In Laker world, in the world of sports. All right, now I've went through and I've looked up a lot of stuff on this Laker situation. And the Lakers situation, chat, it is a hot mess. I'm telling you, it is a hot mess. Now, I remember we were talking about it, last week or whenever it happened. We were talking about the Lakers were sold for $12 billion. Well, we're just going by what we were told, chat. We were just going by what we were told. But things are the timeline and things, it's totally different. Totally different situation as we try to get it up on here right now. I thought I'd help anyone who does fantasy football out here. Puka Nacua is apparently facing a pending suspension, so experts are saying not to draft him. I wouldn't touch him anyway. Oh, it doesn't matter. But they'll just lose it. Memphis. Hey. Yeah. Don't mess with, yeah. Mixing family with business always, head case. Damn. You know what, Hawks ATL, I think you might be right about that. And that's the situation that we find ourselves in right now when it comes to this whole Laker situation. It's family, it's business, it's lawsuits, it's firings, it's all kinds of stuff that's going on in here. All kind of stuff. Because I remember, what was that, last week? We said, wow, the Lakers were sold for $12 billion. Then before that, they were sold for $10 billion. Mark Walter paid 10 billion, and now he's going to put 2.5 billion. That is not the case. That is not what happened. That ain't how it goes. But to get all of that, we need to understand the Lakers ownership and how it is and how it was. We got to figure that out first. All right, now. All right, this is what nobody talked about before they were sold last year in 2025. The Buss family owned 66% of the Lakers. Okay, they own 66% of the Lakers. But guess who owned 26 of that? Mark Walter owned a percentage of the Lakers. Mark Walter already owned 26% of the Lakers. And they had a situation in there where they said he has the right to first refusal. Okay? Found all this out. Had to dig deep, chat. Had to dig deep in here. But anyway, he already owned 26% of the Lakers, and he had a right to first refusal. Now, there's another 8% that's already in there. And all this, I mean, this was all before the sale in 2025. All right, 2025, Mark Walter, the Buss family, they sold roughly 49% of the team to Mark Walter. He already owned 26%. And when they talk about the price, they're not talking about what he paid. What they're talking about is the evaluation. And people have all been saying the wrong stuff when it comes to this stuff. We're breaking it down here, Ronnie C Sports. All right, so after what happened in 2025, we're still in 2025, the Buss family, in particular Jeanie, they sold another percentage, giving Mark Walter 75% of the Lakers. Now, with that being said, the Buss family still owns 17% of the Lakers. Why is that 17% important? It's important because if you want to be the governor, repeat, the main spokesperson for a NBA franchise, you must have 15% of the franchise. And that's why they held on to 17%. When we say they, we'll say Jeanie Buss. Because remember, we are all trying to figure out, why is Jeanie Buss still calling the shots when she sold the team? Well, she sold the team, all the team except for that 17% right there that she held on, because you have to have 15 to call yourself the governor, or meaning the owner. Jeanie has 4 years left, though. Correct. And that was part of the deal. Hawks, ATL, that was part of the deal. Jeanie Buss made all that money, okay, selling the team, held on to that 15%, 17%, so she could remain governor, or the person that does all the talking and call the shots for the Lakers. And that's pretty good. Think about it. You make billions of dollars, and you're still in charge. That's a damn good deal. And she had that all the way. She's going to be the governor all the way until 2030. So yeah, right now it's 2026. She had 4 more years. So imagine that. You sell the team and you still in charge. You still in charge of the Lakers. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So when they were talking about the Lakers were sold for $10 billion, that's not true. It wasn't like Mark Walter just came in there and cut a check for $10 billion. He had already owned 26%. And then there's another roughly 8% out there that minority owners, who knows, that might be Kurt Rambis for all we know. So that's the breakdown of the ownership of the Lakers before the quote unquote sale that happened last week. And I know Mr. Jerry, but you know what? You know Hawks ATL? Maybe he is, Maybe he isn't. Well, yeah, he probably is. But he's the one that put Jeanie in charge of everything. He's the one did it. He's the one did it. So you're right. Yeah, he is. But I don't know. He had to see this coming, or you had to know your kids. He had to know his kids. This will happen when you have too many hands in a cookie jar. You damn right. Damn right, Hawks ATL. But then again, Jeanie Buss tried to have it in a situation where there were not going to be a bunch of hands in the cookie jar. What he basically did was have Jeanie Buss in charge. That was the goal. That's what he wanted to do. Jeanie was supposed to be in charge. I don't know if you guys saw that movie. What's the name of that movie? Whoop That Trick. I forgot. When he said, Nola, you in charge. Nola, you in charge. I forgot the name of that movie. Whoop That with Terrence Howard. It's hard out here for, what's the name of it? Anyway, said, Jeanie, you in charge. Jeanie, you in charge. So Jeanie Buss was in charge of the situation. That's how he left it right there. So as we look here, this is the breakdown. The breakdown right here. 10 billion is the valuation. The evaluation of the Lakers, what it was in 2025. Was that 2025, 2026? A year ago. The valuation was at 10 billion. A year later, the valuation is 12.5. Now, that's not what he paid. You have a percentage out of that. You have a percentage. So Mark Walter, he already had 26%. He paid and he ended up with 75%. And like we just said, he did not pay all that money. He already had some money in there. He was already down. It's like a big, large down payment he had already put in there. I don't know, like if you go to Rent-A-Center, rent to own. When you buy your TVs, when you buy TV, rent to own. Well, the interest ain't like that, but you kind of get what I'm saying. He already owned a percentage in the Lakers organization. So boom. Now let's talk about Jeanie Buss. Let's talk about Jeanie here, right here. Now, the thing about Jeanie is she was in charge. She was in charge of the whole operation. And it was like that for a reason. It was like that for a reason, chat. Because I guess Mr. Buss, I guess he knew his kids. He knew what they was about, and he knew what was going on. But as I just said, this is why Jeanie needs at least 15%. She needs at least 15% to remain the governor. And as we just said, the agreement with Mark Walter, this was back in 2025, the Buss family sold controlling interest. And Jeanie has to have 15%. And that's why she said, damn it, well, we'll keep 17. We'll keep 17.8. We'll keep 17.8. And as we just said, she was supposed to be in charge until 2030. So no matter what, she's going to hold on to at least 15%. And the whole thing, as long as the Buss family, this is the deal that they did with Walter, as long as the Buss family has 15%, Jeanie can continue being the governor or the spokesperson until 2030. Now, if the Buss family sells enough more than 15%, then Jeanie Buss is no longer the governor or the spokesperson for the Lakers. And I remember we were talking about that. We were talking about that right here. Why is Jeanie Buss still around? I thought she sold the team. I thought the team was sold. Why are we seeing these same people around? Now we know why, chat. Because last week, no one, well, we'll put up this, when they sold the team, no one mentioned none of this. No one mentioned none of this until now. But the bottom line, Jeanie Buss has to have at least 15% ownership to remain the governor. And that's when things get a little funny for the family. This is when like they say, this is when the shit hits the fan. This is when the shit hits the fan. Chat, I went over this. I've been going over this for a long time. Mark Cuban got regrets for selling the majority. That's right, Hawks. That's right, Hawks ATL. Mark Cuban, he sold. There's kind of some parallels here. Mark Cuban sold his majority ownership of the Dallas Mavericks, and the people that bought it, the Adelson family. They own casinos in Las Vegas and around the world. They're part of the Sands organization. That's why when they bought them, there was talk about the Mavericks moving to Las Vegas because they're from Las Vegas. But Mark Cuban, he sold his portion, and they were supposed to, if they made any decisions, they were supposed to talk to Mark Cuban, right? Mark Cuban, all right. They did a handshake. Oh, yeah, shook hands. Yeah, all right. Nice doing business, Mark Cuban. Thanks for all that money. Everything's all good. And you know what happened? Mark Cuban was not involved in the workings and the things that were going on with the Dallas Mavericks organization, because Mark Cuban said there's no way he would have traded Luka. And I want to tend to believe him on that. I'm going to believe Mark Cuban on that one. Mark Cuban would not have traded Luka. Chat, do you think Mark Cuban would have traded Luka? I don't think so. He would have held on to Luka, all that. Luka would still be a Maverick if Mark Cuban was a part of the organization. And that's what Mark Cuban is saying. I would have never, ever, 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 ever traded Luka. Never. And as we all know, we know how that went. We all know how that went. Since Cuban's minority, his voice holds no weight. Correct. Once he sold all of that, Hawks ATL, it was over. It was over. They said, okay, Mark. Yeah. Mark, did you cash that check? Mark's like, hell yeah. Well then, all right, goodbye, Mark. Goodbye, Mark Cuban. And now, remember, he was saying he's going to buy it back. Guess what? If Mark Cuban tried to buy it back, guess what? The price went up. Just look at what happened here with the Lakers. So Mark Cuban's thinking about, if you thought about you going to buy back, and if they thought about they was willing to sell, you better break some bread, baby. The above Asian gamer, what's going on in the house? Mark Cuban loved Luka. He sure the hell did. He sure did. Ain't no way in hell. Luka will still be there. What a different world it would be if Luka is still in Dallas. Does that mean LeBron comes back as a Laker? Makes you want to wonder. If Mark Cuban and Luka stays in Dallas, the Lakers are still going to have Anthony Davis. They still would have been running LeBron. LeBron would be back. LeBron wouldn't have left. Or maybe would have left, and I don't know. Maybe they were sold. I don't know. But damn, you gotta think. Right, I think the Lakers have a future to win a championship. A future to win a championship. It's looking bad for the Lakers. That's all I'm going to say. It doesn't look good for the Lakers. Doesn't look good. And even before all of this stuff happened, it didn't look too great for the Lakers, Chad. It didn't look too great for the Lakers. You have Luka, one of the worst defensive players out there. Reeves, another awful defensive player out there. You got to play a little defense. And JJ Redick, he's a bad coach. So I don't know if you guys know it. The Lakers the players are supposed to be going to Slovenia. Yeah, Slovenia. For what? For what, might you ask? They're going to have a little camp where Luka is going to have the whole team in Slovenia, and they're going to be working out. They're going to go fishing and doing all kind of goofy shit. They need to be working on their game. They need to be in LA. They need to be in LA lifting weights. So Luka's going to charter a jet to pick them all up and bring them to Slovenia. That's the dumbest shit I heard in my life. You got all this stuff going on in LA. You have a new facility in LA where all the players are training and putting their work in and going against other pro competition. And what are the Lakers doing? They're going to Slovenia. Going to Slovenia. And if the Lakers had an owner right now, he would step in and say, none of you are going to Slovenia. Keep your asses here and work on your game. Go to the Drew League and play instead of going to Slovenia and going fishing and what else they're going to. What the hell are you going to do in Slovenia besides get fat? Luka's ass should be in LA. Yeah, the whole team go to Slovenia. But as we know, Luka can't go to LA because he's having what do you call it? Personal issues where his girlfriend is suing him for what was it, 75 million, something like that. So Luka's having his issues and he doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to leave. I'd say, Luka, well, you know, you do want to get paid, so you need to bring your ass to LA, put in some work. We have much better training facilities in LA as opposed to Slovenia. So come on now. Let's see. Hawks ATL. These new owners are all about saving $1 and making some money. You damn right. You're damn right. They don't give a shit. And I hate to say it, Adam Silver, man, they need to do some type of vetting process. Like, ask them some questions. Why do you want to own an NBA team besides the obvious? What are you just trying to nickel and dime the fans? And what are you trying to do? Are you going to come into the city and tell the city that you need to build my team an arena or we're going to move? That's going on with Tom Dundon up in Portland. But he's saying, I paid for it. I can do whatever I want to do with it. I can do whatever I want to do it. So now we may have some relocation in the NBA. We'll see. But yeah, these owners, ticket prices are bad. They're already bad. Very expensive to go to an NBA game. And then they're making these arenas. Anytime they say, oh, the arena's obsolete and it's no good and you can't do this, only thing that they're talking about is they cannot make money out of the arena. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Ronnie? See, that means they don't have enough suites in the arena. They want the suites. They want to sell the suites. That's why if you notice these arenas and stadiums, they're getting smaller. Before, you have a place that will hold 65,000 and you had an arena that will hold 20, and now all of a sudden they're holding 50,000 and holding less. And they always say it's to make it cozier. Bullshit. That means more suite money, baby. More suite money where they could sell them suites, where you have the Apple suite, the IBM suite, the I don't know, the man wipes sweep to sell more tickets. Mad Chad, Lakers are toast. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. It's toast. It's toast. Because I can already tell you right now, Luka ain't going to play 82 games. Luka will probably play 65 just so he could be considered in the awards. That's the only reason why Luka's going to – you're going to get 65 out of Luka. That's it. No more, no less. And they're going to lose games with Luka on the court. And they're definitely going to lose games when Luka's not on the court. And I'm putting that the maximum. Did anyone know what the over and under is for the amount of games that Luka's going to play? I'm going to say 65 even. Now, if he gets hurt, that's another story. That's a whole nother story. But all you're going to get is 65 games out of Luka. What, are you going to win half of them? How many games you going to win with Luka? So he's only going to play 65, Chad. So it's going to be bad. So does that mean, the funny thing about it, the Lakers' evaluation could go even less if they lose in more games. But, hey, I don't know, all you LeBron fans, their evaluation went up, what, $2.2 billion after LeBron James leaves? That's very interesting. Very interesting how it goes up after LeBron leaves. Raider Nation in the building. Y'all know what I mean? What's up, fan bro? Fan bro podcast. What's going on? What's going on? Fan bro. You going to a playoff game? What playoffs? Playoffs? Are you kidding me? Playoffs for who? What? Playoffs? Welder's fence. Playoffs? Man, he's just trying to win a game. Playoffs? Playoffs? Yeah, fan bro chilling like a villain. What's going on? Fan bro. I keep going fan bro sports. Fan bro podcast. WNBA playoffs. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to do that, Welder's fence. I'm going to have to do that. I'm definitely going to have to go check out a Valkyrie game. The Golden State Valkyries have clinched a playoff game. They have clinched a playoff game, and looks like they're going to have a home series for the Golden State Valkyries. I've been to a few Valkyrie games this year, and I'm telling you, those fans, they're much louder than Warrior fans. You go to Warrior game, it's like going to Catholic church. I don't know, some of you go to Catholic church, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not offending your church, but it's quiet in the Catholic church. That 7 a.m. service. I'm telling you. But when you go to that Valkyrie game, you're going to hear it, you're going to feel it. So I like, that Valkyrie games, that's much more fun than a Warrior game. Hate to say it. So Warrior fans, you need to turn it up because the Valkyries are kind of kicking ass here. Someone told me Lakers is not going to make the playoffs until 2035. Damn. Well, you got to define what does making the playoffs mean. What, you get a play-in? You get a play-in and you end up with an 8 seed? That's possible. Play-in with an 8 seed. Play-in with an 8 seed, that's very much possibility for the Lakers. Very much a possibility. But the thing is, I'm worried about teams like Utah now. There's some teams out there that's going to start doing better. Utah's one of them. Keep your eye on Utah, chat. Damn it. Keep your eye on Utah. I hate to say that. I hate saying that. Damn. Golden State Valkyries going to win it all. Town Biz. There you go, fan bro. Valkyries look good. They're looking good. Valkyries. I know when they said what they was. In fact, I just saw the Valkyries are going to play the Minnesota Lynx tomorrow. And Minnesota's in first place. The Valkyries in second. But from my understanding, the Minnesota Lynx have beaten the Valkyries a whole bunch of times in a row, like 8 times in a row. But you got to get over the hump tomorrow. Let's go Valkyries. And speaking of going, the going's getting tough for the Lakers. Jeanie Buss. As we've been breaking down this whole thing, Chad, I went through this whole thing as much as I can. There's still some gaps in there in what we've been told from the sports media and what they've been telling us has been 100%, not 100%. It hasn't been fully accurate. It has not been fully accurate. When the Lakers were sold for quote unquote $10 billion last year, the Buss family still had 17%. Still had 17% interest. And right here, right now, we're explaining why. Why they still had 17%. Because of Jeanie Buss, in order for her to be the governor of the team, meaning the main spokesperson, you must have 15%. You must have 15%. That's why she held on to this 17%. That's why, chat. All this is making sense. All this time we're talking about why is Jeanie Buss, why, what's going on? Now we know why. Because they did not sell the whole team. They held on to that 15%, and Jeanie Buss was going to be the governor until 2030. From showtime to it's a wrap time. Oh, West Philly. Oh, West Philly, you ain't lying. Ain't looking good. Ain't looking good. It ain't looking good upstairs. It ain't looking good up on the court. It ain't looking good from the coaching. It's looking bad everywhere. It's looking bad everywhere. Everywhere. Everything. So now, let's dig into this a little bit deeper here, chat. We're going to dig into this deeper. Nobody else on YouTube is breaking this down like we doing it here right now. This is the only place where you're going to get it, where you're getting the hardcore facts. No more fluffy talk. We're not sponsored. We're not on ESPN where, you don't want to hurt any feelings and you don't want to hurt the league's feelings. And nah. We getting down. We getting down to what it is. All right, so now the lawsuit or the reason why Jeanie Buss is saying, wait a minute, damn it. You can't sell the team. Jeanie Buss said, wait a minute, you cannot sell the team. You cannot sell. She told her siblings, you bastards cannot sell the team. I'm in charge. I'm like Nola from Hustle and Flow. Hustle and Flow, that's the name of the movie. Jeanie Buss like Nola. I'm in charge. I'm in charge. Why are you in charge? Well, here it is right here. This is what Dr. Jerry Buss did. He made it to where it's not a simple majority vote where they can vote her out and all that stuff. We're going by the trust. It's not a simple, like the 6 kids outvote, they got outvote Jeanie. It can't do that. Can't do that because she's in charge, and that's the trust. That trust, that is what was built in as far as the ownership of the team. Jeanie is in charge, and this is what Dr. Jerry Buss did when he passed away. So, I'm musing the Lakers are cooked. Oh my gosh. They're on the barbecue grill and that grill's getting hot. It's getting hot. A piece of chicken on that grill and it's getting hot. Yeah, it's getting hot, man. But, all right, now, Dr. Jerry Buss, when he passed away, he put Jeanie Buss in charge, okay? He put her in charge. And in 2017, they went to court and they just, protected Jeanie and said, hey, Jeanie, you are in charge. Because the other brothers, they're contesting it. So in this whole situation, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the other kids want to do. Jeanie is the one in charge. And basically what happened is the other kids, they said, you know what? This is some bullshit. I want my money. I want my money. But Jeannie's like, wait a minute. We already got money. We just made a whole bunch of money. And Jeannie's like, we're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold on to this 15%. We're gonna hold on to this 15% so I can still be the governor. So Jeanie Buss wants her cake, ice cream, cookies, vegetables, and eat it too. And you know what? She's supposed to get that because of what the contract, according to Mark Walter, that's what he agreed to. That's what he agreed to. That is exactly what he agreed to. Yes. When it's time to sell him, Jeanie said, well, how much? All right, we'll give you controlling interest, but I want to be the governor until 2030. He said, yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it, Jeanie. Absolutely, Jeanie. Yes. And the thing is, it's in a trust. The trust says that Jeanie is in charge. It ain't like the family member gonna say, hey, we want to sell, and we're voting you out. Jeanie like, no. Dr. Jeanie Buss said, no. That ain't happening. Jeanie Buss is in charge. She's in charge. They just lost LeBron, and now this. Well, they lost LeBron, but you know what? They lost LeBron, and guess what? You know what? The evaluation went up. The evaluation of the team went up $2.5 billion. That's all right. Ronnie, how you feeling about Fernando Mendoza? I know I'm seasoning up all those negative words I said about him in preparation to eat my words. Thank you, Josh, for coming in here. Thank you for coming in here. Fernando Mendoza chat for the Raiders. He is the real deal. I'm telling you right now, if the Raiders are not winning, there's going to be a quarterback controversy. I'm saying it right now. Because I saw this happen before with Derek Carr and some other guy when Derek Carr was a rookie. There's going to be controversy. There's going to be a quarterback situation. Fernando Mendoza is like the real deal. I need to see more, but from what I saw, he had a couple passes. They were off a little bit, but that one touchdown pass where he threw the ball and he kind of threw it behind the receiver a little bit and threw it low. That was beautiful. That wasn't one of those medicine balls where he throws it up, a guy jumps in the air, pow, gets plastered. Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass by Fernando. I said, woo. And now I'm looking at Kirk Cousins like, I don't know, man. I don't know, Kirk. And if they ain't winning, his ass is out. In my opinion, I've seen what I needed to see. Play the kid ASAP. The only thing he can gain from sitting on the bench is more practice and prep. Yeah. But here's the thing, Josh. I am still have question marks about the Raiders' offensive linemen. I know they got the center, but they got Jackson Powers and Colton Miller. I don't know about them dudes, man. Powers is going to get hurt. Colton Miller is just a big guy that gets pushed around. And now, I mean, the controversy about the Raiders so far has been when Max Crosby hit Kirk Cousins' arm in practice. My thing is like, why the fuck Why did Max Crosby get that close? Somebody's ass should have been blocking. So the Raiders offensive line is in. I have question marks about it. So I wouldn't quite throw them to the wolves yet, but I'm going to be sitting here watching. I'm going to be studying the film. I'm like, wow, Kurt, you had sufficient time to do something there, Kurt, and you didn't. Now, Kirk Cousins goes back there and he's getting his ass plastered. I'm like, okay, well, don't let him get plastered. But, hey, they still have Aiden O'Connell. I would have Aiden O'Connell out there and let him be the crash dummy. Let him be the crash dummy. But what you don't want Fernando Mendoza being like Derek Carr's brother, David Carr, where his ass, he was with the Houston Texans. He got his ass blasted, shell-shocked, rocked. So, oh, damn, I'm talking about football. All right, we're going back to the Lakers. We're going back to the Lakers. Back to the Lakers. All right, chat. Let's talk back. Let's get to talk back. This Lakers situation and how it stands and where it is. And what Dr. Jerry Buss. Chat, for those that don't know, Dr. Jerry Buss, that is the owner. He bought the Lakers. He purchased the Lakers back. I remember all this. And it was 1979. He bought the fact checkers. Fact check me. I want to say it's like $65 million. He bought the Lakers for like $65 million. And at the time, hold on. He didn't just buy the Lakers for $65 million. He bought the Lakers. He bought the Kings, which is the hockey team, and the Forum, where they all played for $65 million. And at the time, everyone thought he was crazy. They thought he was absolutely crazy. $65 million for a basketball team, a hockey team, and an arena. You out your goddamn mind. You out your mind. That is what Dr. Jerry Buss bought the Lakers for. $65 million. And look what it came out to be. Look what happened. Your line's horrendous. So maybe put Kurt out there, get beat up, and protect Fernando. Try to do with Drake until they had a plan. There you go. I'm doing the same thing. But you're gonna need, I hate to say it, you're gonna need, I'm not saying Josh Daniels is a good play caller. But break them in with some cool plays, where, you're not putting them at risk. You got to be smart about it. Get a good play caller where you're not putting his ass out there and getting toe up. That's what you got to do. All right, we went to football. Let's go back. Let's go back to this Lakers situation. So as we just said, Jeanie Buss's, her siblings, they want to sell. They want their money. So that's Jerry, that's all them other guys. In chat, you're saying, well, why do they want to sell? Because if they sell, then Jeanie Buss is not going to be the governor anymore. And if you sell now, how much do you think it's going to be worth in 2030? If you sell now, chat, if you sell now and you sell next year, do you think you're going to make more money or less money if the team just made but the team's evaluation rose by 2.5 million in a year? What do you think is going to happen in 2030? What do you think is going to happen? Is the value of the team going to go up or is it going to go down? It's going to go up. It's going to go up. So if you wait a couple years, you're going to make even more money for your 17% of what you're going to sell them for. But you just got a big fat ass check for 50% of the team. You just got paid a big fat check. What's the problem with holding on for a year or two and making more money? Why would you want to sell your team if you're Jeanie Buss's brother, sister, or whatever? Why? Why are they doing this to poor Jeanie Buss? Bam! Bam, chat! Bam! Ronnie C Sports, we have broken this down like no other. No one else on YouTube, no one else on this earth is breaking this down like we are doing right now. You're saying, why? What's wrong with the kids? What is wrong with the kids? Well, her brother, Jim Buss, Jenny removed her own brother, Jim. He had a role in basketball operations where he was working along with Mitch Kupchak. Remember when they signed all those stupid ass players? So she removed him from power. You say, how? How is that? Because she had the power to remove him. If she had the power to remove him, guess what? She had power. Interesting. So what about Johnny and Jim? Johnny and Jim, they had a fight in 2017 over ownership. They challenged Jenny's authority as controlling owner. Guess who won? Jeanie Buss won. She won that too. Interesting. And it's interesting, chat. This is interesting. I've been working on this for 24 hours. So I'm not a lawyer. I'm just going by what I've looked up, everything. All right. So in 2017, Jeanie goes to court and she secures controlling position. She went to court to basically say, look, I'm in charge. She did this in 2017. But she fired her brother Jim. Johnny and Jim, they tried to fight over ownership. She won. She said, look, I'm in charge. Daddy left me in charge. Not you, Johnny. Not you, Jim. I'm in charge. So we'll go to 2025. 2025. The Lakers, they sell the team to Mark Walter. So they said, Mark Walter, he blowing through the books and said, hey, man, they said, you know what, Jeanie, we need to cut down here a little bit. So Jeanie Buss fired her younger brothers, Jesse and Joey. She fired her own brothers as part of the restructuring for the team. So Jeanie has fired like 4 of her brothers. She fired them. So now this is the brothers' chance where they think that they could vote her out and she won't be the owner of the team anymore. Chat, ain't nobody breaking this shit down. These are facts. Right, the Lakers going to be after this sale goes through. Damn, that hurts. That hurts. The sad part about it, even before this sale, they were headed that way anyway. They're headed that way anyway. And the bad part about it, do I think Jeanie Buss is such a great owner? I don't think so. I don't think so. You know why? Because she just hangs on this guy right here, Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka is ruining the Lakers brand and the organization. And I can tell you one damn thing. If you go out there and you spend all this money all this money for an organization. You spent all this fucking money. And you're watching this team go down the tubes. Lakers are going down the tubes, Chad. They're going down the tubes right now as we speak. You got them tubes sitting right there. They're sliding down the tubes. And it's bad. It's Rob Pelinka. Guy has no spine. He has no guts. He let LeBron. It started with LeBron. LeBron James ran all over Rob Pelinka. Ran all over him. Ran all over him, threw him up and down, all around. And now you have Luka doing the same damn thing. Luka's calling the shots. Luka says, I want this person. Luka says, I want that person. Luka Doncic is calling the shots. He's calling the shots on the Lakers. I want Walker Kessler. I'm a good friend with Quentin Grimes. Overpay Quentin Grimes. And fucking Rob Pelinka's like, okay. We'll do it. So the answer to your question there, Real Daryl, I'm not going to, there's always, wait a minute. Are you going to be another team? Oh, damn. Wait a minute. I'm all behind. Are you going to be just another team? So to answer the question, are they going to just be another team? That could never happen in LA. That could never happen. The only way that could happen is the Clippers will have to win 5 straight. If the Clippers won 5 straight NBA championships, then that's possible. Mendoza's not going to make. Plus, with the Raiders, like, are you kidding me? There's no Illinois or Eastern on the Raiders schedule. That, you know what? There isn't. But Fernando Mendoza looked pretty damn good on that touchdown pass. I saw a lot. A couple of passes might have been a little bit high, a little bit low. But when he threw that touchdown pass, he threw it low, kind of behind the receiver. So the receiver did not get plastered. If that would have been Derek Carr or one of these other guys, they threw it up high. The receiver went up, pow, and got toe up. He threw a great pass. Got to give it to him. Fernando Mendoza, there's going to be a quarterback controversy with the Raiders. Kirk Cousins ain't happening. He ain't happening. Ownership is the reason. Your team wins and looks like a hunk of junk. Oh, boy. New ownership can come in and just make money off the Lakers based upon history and name. Saw it with the Boston and night. Oh, boy. After Bird. Whoa. You right about that, Real Daryl. AB. The Boston Celtics. AB. What the hell's AB? After Bird. But come on, Real Daryl. They did have a little bit of bad luck. They had the Reggie Lewis situation. They had the Lynn Bias situation. So they probably could have done a little something. They probably, if you have Reggie Lewis, Lynn Bias, you'd have been all right. You had a little something going on. So that was a little bit bad luck. It is different when you start seeing those starters out there and they start disguising. That's true. That I agree with that 100%. That's why I let Kirk Cousins. I say, all right, Kirk, go on out there, Kirk. I'm telling you, they ain't gonna win with Kirk Cousins. They're not gonna win with Kirk Cousins. And when they start losing, the fans are gonna be like, "Fuck Kirk, get Kirk out of here, get him out of here. We want Fernando," and they might bring him out. I let Kirk get out there and get beat up, knocked around, all that. Then I'd be like, "Hey, Fernando, give it a go, Fernando." That's what I say. But the thing is this here. Chat. You paid billions of dollars for this team. What are you going to do with Rob Pelinka? Rob Pelinka, is he really a general manager, or is he like like a guy that just Rob Pelinka is not a general manager. He is an agent. And what does the agent do? An agent kisses players' ass. And that is exactly what Rob Pelinka does. He kissed LeBron's ass. Now he's kissing Luka's ass. Rob Pelinka, you're not an agent anymore. Rob Pelinka, it's time for you to put your big boy pants on and become a general manager of a basketball organization. And if you are a general manager of a basketball organization, then you're going to make moves that some people might not like. You're going to make moves that others might not like. You got to be a man, Rob Pelinka. Put your big boy britches on, Rob Pelinka. You kiss LeBron's ass, now you're kissing Luka's ass. Get him out. Get Rob Pelinka's ass out of here. You're not an agent, Rob. You're not an agent, Rob. Get your mind right. Ron, I thought YouTube gave you the axe. What's up? All right, what's up, No Ego? I got sick, coughing. I couldn't talk for I sound like a fucking teenager saying like. I said, did I just say like 3 times in a row? Like. No, damn it. I'm a grown ass man. Anyway, I got sick and I couldn't talk for I kept coughing. I got sick and I kept coughing. There's no way in hell I could hold a conversation. Next thing I know, I had a cold, all out cold. So I had to chill a little bit, work my way back in. We're working our way back in, No Ego. We're working our way back in. We are on the day to day, and now we're back at it again. We went day to day, we went half court a while, so now we're back at it again. Let's go. Ronnie, thoughts on Von Miller signing with the Dallas? Oh my God, I saw that shit today. I was so pissed off. Oh my goodness, it appears Dallas is serious about winning. It's still Dallas. It's still the Cowboys. Von Miller's his best days are definitely behind him. How many plays can Von Miller get out there? How many plays? Is he really going to be what he was? That sounds funny. Is he going to be what he was? I don't think so. I see Von Miller going out there, I don't know, playing 1-2 plays. That's about it. There's a lot of mileage on them tires. So that's a good. I see Von Miller being more of a leadership role for the Cowboys. That's about it. That's good for him. And apparently he's from Dallas and Texas and all that other stuff. So yeah, he's all right. Glad you feeling better. Got to keep on foot on them Lakers front of. Hey, I'm keep the foot on them. I'm gonna keep that foot on them, and you know what? It ain't gonna be a foot. It just ain't gonna be a foot. I'm gonna put my boots. I'm gonna put my boots on. Boots on the ground. One nice with the Washington. Damn, you know what? Did he really? I knew it. All right. Okay. All right. But he had 9 sacks with Washington. I don't know how many did he have against the New York Giants. Because when you play against the New York Giants, that's totally different. Because you have a bunch of eggheads on the New York Giants. You guys see that stupid ass quarterback, that dumb ass quarterback. He thinks he's Rocky Blyer. He thinks he's a fullback out there playing the quarterback, Jackson Dart. What's wrong with you, man? Get your mind right. Jeanie Buss needs to come back to the Lakers. I like Jeanie Buss. Chauncey, what's happening? You're right. Hey, Chauncey, we've been breaking this whole thing down, man. Like nobody. Ronnie C Sports has broken this thing down like no other. No other on YouTube right now can break this whole thing down like we did. And it took studying and look, I ain't a lawyer, but just going by the facts and what was told and what was said and what happened out there in the world. And as things continue to come in, we dug deeper into it. And a week ago we were saying, wow, the Lakers sold for $12 billion. Not true. Not true. That was the evaluation. Everyone thought that Walters just came in and spent $12 billion. That's not true. That's not true. He didn't. He didn't. What the hell is that? Oh, all right. Hopefully not that. All right. Thank you very much. Jeanie Buss, great for the Lakers. I agree. The Lakers were not about winning. It was all about making money and selling excitement to the fans. Real Daryl, you're right and you're wrong. You're right because that's what they're selling. You're wrong because Laker fans, if you ain't winning no championship, they're going to get in your ass and they will turn on you in a second. Those are the real Laker fans and they are still walking the earth. So maybe the Lakers are saying, you know what? Maybe those fans will die out because those fans are like 30, I would say at least 30, 35 years and up. They expect championships. If you saw Kobe play and you were at least in junior high or high school, you expect the Lakers to win championships. If you're like me and you go back to way back when, you expect the Lakers to win championships. But now you got some fans that were, I was born in 2000 and, I was born in 2000 and 2004, and I didn't really see Kobe. I didn't really see Shaq. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna be good. We have a nice website. We have a good Twitter account. Those are the ones that don't expect championships. I'm just saying, when did you come in with the Lakers? Because certain fans expect championships. Others don't. And the majority of Laker fans, they still expect championships. And we'll see what happens. So maybe the Lakers are saying, you know what? I'll be glad when all those fans are dead and gone. They'll be dead and gone soon. So we'll have fans similar to the New York Knicks fans, where it doesn't matter if we win championships. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep spending our money. We're gonna keep doing this and that. But there's a time in LA. If you wasn't winning, they're like, fuck it, I'm going to the beach. I'm not watching this bullshit. So you better win. You better win. But then again, you do have the Dodgers that are spoiling. The Dodgers are spoiling these fans in LA. Spoiling them. You better win in LA. That's all I got to say. You better win. You better win. Ain't no bullshitting. Ain't no bullshitting. You better win. Period. Period. You better win. You can't be farting around in LA. You just can't. You can't, Chad. You can't. You better win. So I got a question. If you own 17% of the Lakers, worth about $2 billion in the new evaluation, are you selling or are you keeping? Are you selling or are you keeping? What are you going to do? But then again, in this whole situation, it's two different scenarios. You're either a Buss brother or you're Jeanie. And if you're a Buss brother, you know what that means? That means she probably fired your ass. If you're a Buss brother, she probably fired your ass for doing something stupid. You know what I'm saying? She probably fired your ass. She fired you. No ego. There's some truth to that, because if the Lakers were serious about winning, they'd have kept that bubble team together and they would have been serious. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There are teams and franchises that they just trying to make money. And if they're making a profit, check it out. If you're making a money, you're in a business. You're in a business. We'll say you're selling hamburgers. You're selling hamburgers, and you're making all this money selling them hamburgers. You're making so much money selling these hamburgers. You're making more money than you could imagine selling these hamburgers. And now somebody says, you know what? If you want to be the number one hamburger seller in America or wherever, and in order to do that, you got to get Angus beef instead of the beef that you're doing. If you go out and spend more money on Angus beef, and then they're going to say you're the number one hamburger seller in the area, or they're going to call you the best. Not you are. You are the number one seller of a hamburger. But they're going to call you the best if you go out and buy that Angus hamburger. Are you going to say, hey, you know what? I want to be called the best, and I'm going to spend that money buying an Angus hamburger meat, but I'm already number one because I'm making more money than anybody else. What you going to do? Some people like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Why am I? I'm not going to, if it ain't broke, I ain't going to fix it. And that's what a lot of the teams do. If it ain't broke, I ain't going to fix it. And that's what a lot of teams come in. Then you have other teams that they come in, they doing all kind of stupid shit. But I mean, if you out there, you selling them hamburgers and you selling more hamburgers than anybody, and then somebody tells you, you know what, over on the other side of town, they have the best tasting hamburgers. But I'm selling more than them. They can have a taste. I'm making money. The hell with that. So, yeah. That's what we're talking about. Lakers making that money, don't really care. I mean, the owners care. Why you care about trying to win games? Hey, chat, I'm telling you right now, Floyd Mayweather is at the Valkyries game against the Atlanta Dream. He's sitting row one. You guys remember when Floyd Mayweather be sitting row one at the NBA Finals? Damn, Floyd, what happened, man? Floyd, what's going on? Floyd ain't sitting in the number one spot for the NBA Finals. Damn. Ain't that something? Life's changed. This is why I think the Lakers traded for Luka. They knew LBJ was going to leave eventually. Who's going to pay LA prices to watch the Lakers play Luka and not the one team? But you know what? Here's the situation. Here's the situation, real Darryl. The Lakers didn't trade for Luka. Dallas traded for Anthony Davis. Rob Pelinka was too stupid to do that. We cannot give Rob Pelinka credit for going out saying, I'm going to trade for Luka. That did not happen. It was Nico. It was Nico that came to Rob Pelinka's stupid ass and made the trade. No. Let's not give the Lakers credit for that. Let's not give Rob Pelinka credit for that. This was not about Rob Pelinka, because Rob Pelinka, as I just said earlier, he's an agent and he kisses players' ass. He's not a GM. Never was and never will be. He kissed LeBron's ass. He's kissing Luka's ass right now. Rob Pelinka, put your big boy pants on and become a fucking GM. Stop kissing ass, Rob Pelinka. It's toxic what he's doing. And right now, the only reason why Rob Pelinka has a job is because Jeanie Buss. Jeanie Buss. Are you gonna pay $1 billion and have Rob Pelinka running your shit? Really? Overpaying for Quentin Grimes? Hell no. You're going to kick his ass out. You're going to throw him out in the street. Rob Palenka lost his goddamn mind. Mayweather going broke. That lifestyle he's living. You ain't lying. That's what I'm saying, Chauncey. Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? He be at the NBA Finals. Chat, did we see Floyd Mayweather at the NBA Finals when the Knicks were playing? You know, what, about 8 years ago, Floyd Mayweather would have been on Celebrity Row when the Knicks was playing San Antonio. He would have been on the first row. I didn't see Floyd. Floyd's at the WNBA games. It's not even a playoff game. Floyd, I'm just saying, Floyd, what's happened, Floyd? Floyd, what happened, man? We used to love you, Floyd. What happened, man? Floyd Mayweather. Really? I mean, I've heard all these stories about. All right, chat. Let's be real. I heard all these stories about Floyd Mayweather going broke and doing this, doing that. I was like, I refuse to believe it. All the money that Floyd Mayweather made, I refuse to believe that Floyd Mayweather was going broke. There's no way in hell. Floyd Mayweather should be going broke. But now I have evidence. Floyd Mayweather was not at the NBA Finals sitting row one. I did not see him sitting row one at Madison Square Garden or in San Antonio. But now here he is sitting row one at a WNBA game. I rest my case. I rest my case. Floyd Mayweather's rich broke. I don't know. What's a rich broke, though? Because there's two different kinds of broke. There's a broke where, okay, well, I have $1 million in the bank. Okay, cool. But I owe $10.5 billion. Uh-oh. That ain't good. Then there's the other broke. Well, I got $300 in my account and I just paid rent and I get paid 2 weeks from now and it might cover my bills. So I don't know which broke you want to be. Kawhi is now cleared to become a member of the Raptors. That's right, Hosea. I saw that. That is another situation we're gonna have to get into because that's strange. That is so strange. You have Ballmer, the richest owner in the NBA. Do you really think that the NBA was going to penalize him? No, they weren't going to do a goddamn thing. So now, are you going to penalize Kawhi Leonard? Now, if I'm representing Kawhi Leonard, I'd be like, well, why are you punishing my client? When the team organization presented him with this. So now the NBA is saying we didn't find anything wrong. It was bad reporting. So there it is. It was bad reporting by ESPN. And this thing is going to go away, chat. You know why it's going to go away? Because ESPN paid all this money. They paid all this money for NBA rights. And Adam Silver says, this needs to go away. Guess what it's going to do? It's going to go away. Adam Silver probably walked in. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do to our league? Okay? If you screw this up, you're screwing up your ratings, ESPN. So you tell that guy to shut the hell up. All this stuff is connected, chat. It's connected. But Ronnie C Sports, we're not connected. We're not. We're going to tell it to you how it is. Nobody wants to be in a situation Floyd is in. If the stories are true. You right. I know. Real Darryl, I refuse I'm just like you. I'm just like you. If the stories are true, if the stories are true, I refuse to believe it. I'm like, no, Floyd still has money. He still has money. I kept saying that. But then, all these playoff games, we all know Floyd loves going to basketball. And I'm just saying we have not seen Floyd sitting front row. We have not seen Floyd Mayweather sitting front row for all these basketball games. But now, for the WNBA game, he's sitting front row. I didn't see Floyd during the NBA Finals, chat. I didn't see him. Chat, help me out. Was Floyd Mayweather sitting row one? Was he sitting row one for the NBA Finals? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I did not see it. But here he is, row one for the Atlanta, what's the name of it? Not the Sky. Is it the Sky? The Atlanta Dream. The Atlanta Dream against the Las Vegas Aces. And we know he lives in Las Vegas. So he didn't even travel. Remember before Floyd, he'd get on an airplane like, I'm going to go to Toronto and sit row one. I'm going to go to wherever and sit row one. Now Floyd's doing local WNBA games. If it gets worse, we'll see Floyd at the local high school game. We'll be seeing Floyd Mayweather sitting row one at the Bishop Gorman High School. Is that what's that? Floyd, come on now. Dream. All right, thank you. MD 9 p.m. Atlanta Dream. I forgot. Atlanta Dream. And of course, they have the great Angel Reese plays for the Atlanta Dream. She plays for the Atlanta Dream, chat. As we have went over Jeanie Buss, the Lakers, and what is going on with the organization, Ronnie C Sports. We went into the weeds. We dug it all up. No one has broken it down like we did or like we do. We went over everything from the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top to the bottom. I'm going to rock them while I still got them. That's exactly what we did. Who knows what lyrics, what song that comes from? Who knows? From the bottom to the top to the bottom. I'm going to rock them while I still got them. Our rap and power has style and, I forgot the words. Anyway, those are the words from one of my favorite all-time songs. I know many of you don't even know what that is. You might have to goggle it up. Angel Reese is a joke. She messes up rebounds. She's the Val McGee of the LBNBA. I say yes, I say no. She miss a bunch of layups? Absolutely. But at the bottom, when all is said and done, she ends up with a double-double. I don't know how, but she does. Jam on it. It's not jam on it. I know what you're talking about. Jam on it. Jam on it. It's not jam on it. MD 9 p.m. It is not jam on it. You're talking about Jam on It by Nucleus. I know the song you talk. No, it's not jam on it. Once again, I said, from the bottom to the top to the bottom. I'm going to rock them while I still got them. Our rap and power has style and power, and this is our disco out. That's the song I'm talking about. Who knows what song that is? For it's not flying American Airlines like the rest of us. He's got his flies all over the airport and flies with people with pockets. That's true. But as we see right here, Real Darryl, he's local. Floyd is local. He's local now. How much did Jeanie Buss pay for the Lakers? Chauncey, he played $67 million for the Lakers. I said it earlier, 65, 67. I want to say $67 million for the Lakers, the LA Kings, and the Forum. Can you imagine that? Two teams in an arena for $67 million. Not, oh, you got it. You got it. 5 minutes of fun. It's Houdini. Damn. All right, I will never. All right, chat. All right, chat. Y'all sharp. Y'all sharp as hell. I didn't think nobody would get that because I say stuff and it just goes. Whoosh. Nobody gets it. Nobody gets it. And I don't expect nobody to get it. Damn, 5 minutes of funk. Houdini. 5 minutes of funk. This ain't no jump pull about all you. Lady City, not in the gritty, not down to the from the bottom to the top. Oh man, I'm about to play that song. 5 minutes of funk. Houdini. That's one of my favorite all-time songs ever. Y'all gotta check it out. 5 minutes of funk. And when you play it, you gotta turn it up. You just don't play it soft. You just can't have the volume down. You gotta turn it up. Then make sure the bass is up. Boom, 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 boom. 5 minutes of funk, baby. One of the greatest songs ever. 5 minutes of funk by Houdini. The rapper Jalil in Ecstasy. Ecstasy passed away. That was his name. The era of music was the best. All right, MD9 PM. All right, man. Oh, man. I got so many memories of that. The rapper job, I'll never forget, chat. Oh, my goodness. I went to the Long Beach Arena. This was in the 80s. I was youngin'. Went to Long Beach Arena. I saw the Beastie Boys, Run DMC, Houdini, and a few other people. I remember the Beastie Boys was out there. We're like, whatever. Who are these guys? Get them out of here. Get them out of here. But there's like a gang element in there. All right. So boom. Houdini comes out. Houdini's doing they doing their songs and all these fights are breaking out. I'm like, damn, what's going on? And I know Houdini did one or two songs and they came out to Friends. How many of us have them? Friends, and they turned the lights on. Oh, I'm sorry. So Houdini was doing Friends, and then Jalil said, "Y'all bugging. We out of here." And they turned the music off, and Houdini ran backstage, and they turned the lights on, and all I seen was like hundreds of people just swinging at each other. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? It was a battle. It was like all the gangs in LA came to the concert and they just start fighting. And then I'm trying to get out of there. And the police had the doors locked where you couldn't get out. So the police wasn't coming in stopping it. The police was like, fuck y'all. We locking the doors. You guys kill each other and we'll come in later. I was like, oh my goodness. So it's safe to say I made it out of there. But that was amazing. I had on the right colors or the wrong colors. Well, I didn't have on no colors. I didn't have on blue or red or anything like that. But damn, it was at the Long Beach Arena. I'll never, ever forget that. Houdini came out. Friends, how many of us have them? Friends, ones we can't depend on. And then, right before Friends was right before Ecstasy was come out there, Jalil said, y'all bugging. We out of here. And they was gone. I'm Houdini. We had a block party in the hell yeah. Not a Houdini's inside the joint. Born and raised in the streets of Brooklyn. 3 of us and we all good looking. Young ladies hot, we'll show enough win. 5 plus 5, we equal 10. Damn, I still remember that. Damn. Y'all remember that. Some of y'all remember that. Some of you ones that don't know and never heard of it, Y'all better goggle it up. Y'all better ask somebody. Anyway. No one on YouTube has broken down this whole situation like Ronnie C Sports. This is no fluff. This is no filter. This is not ESPN trying to kiss somebody's ass. Once again, we're going to go over this one more time, chat. We're going to go over this one more time. In order to go over this one more time, we have to clearly understand the ownership structure of the Lakers. The real Darren, I wonder what happened to those guys. Think that they are probably in their 50s, 60s, that they're involved in that incident. You talking about the guys that were fighting? Yes, they probably need fit. Yeah, easily. I never seen nothing like that. I know they're at least 50. I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm watching. I'll never forget these guys. I don't know if you all right. I know everyone had been here to a concert before, and on a concert they have like those a row of chairs. So I'll never forget, these two guys were fighting. Right, they're fighting, they're going at it. I'm like, well, okay, it's 1-on-1, and then this guy grabbed a row of chairs. He lifted it up and hit the other guy over the head with a row of chairs. I was like, damn. First of all, to lift up a row of chairs, it was like about 5 chairs. He lifted that shit up, boom, hit that dude over the head because he had his back to him. So imagine 2 guys fighting, all right? One guy has on red. The other guy has on blue. The guy on red, he's to the right. The guy on blue is to the left. Okay, then a guy in red is behind the guy in blue, and he lifts up a whole row of chairs and just drops it on his head. I was like, damn. Never seen no shit like that. He was like knocked out. But anyway, I made it out, chat. I was good. Ronnie C made it out. When all that shit was breaking out, I was like, man, I'm getting the fuck up out of here, man. I was like, man, I'm out of here. I go to the door, and the fucking Long Beach police are standing at the doors. No, you can't leave. I'm like, you see what's going on? You can't leave. Go back. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, this is some bullshit. So I'm just supposed to go in there and get my ass. What's going on? Ronnie C Sports. The best thing since Apple. The best thing since apple pie. AZ's finest. Hell yeah. Tell them about it. Hell yeah. Who got something from that same era? I got something. Who is it? Who's this? I got something from that same era. Music. Who this? What you talking about? What you mean? Who you talking about? What you talking about? Talking about nothing. What you talking about? Show it. Bring it. It better be like, it's time to chase your dreams up and out your seats. Make your body sway. It's time to chase your dreams up and out your seats. Make your body sway. But yeah. It's time to chase your dreams up and out your seats. Make your body. I have no freaking idea. You got me on that one. It's time to chase your dreams up and out your seats. I don't know. MD9 PM. Time to chase your dreams. Time to chase your dreams up, out your seats. Make your body sway. Time to chase your dreams up. I don't know. Who is that? I don't know. I thought it was dumb to hear an older inmate talk about a younger inmate having no respect and doing things that made no sense. Yeah. Elevator Lake Show. Oh shit, Planet Rock. Oh, then wait a minute. Time up to the seat. It's time to chase your dream up and out your seat. Make your body sway. Rock to the planet rock. Don't stop. We are rock to the planet. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Don't stop. Ho! Was that Planet Rock? What's up, Tico Gomez? Did I get a mix up? Tico Gomez in the house. Where'd you get that graphic? Very informative. Shit, took a long time. We got it. We went over it. And you know what, radio? You know, Radio Star Killer 21, that we've been breaking this down. We have been breaking it down like no other. Ain't nobody else breaking this shit down like we did. We broke this shit down. I'm supposed to be leaving, but shit. This is all a plan to ruin LeBron's legacy. He's saying the Lakers sold for more after LeBron leaving his new fat. Well, hey, talked about that too there, AZ's finest. Second LeBron leave, they go up $2.5 billion. Damn, you thought it would go down. So LeBron was holding them back. If LeBron wouldn't been there, they probably would have sold for $12 billion last year. Africa Bambaataa. Yep. Rock to the planet, rock. Don't stop. Play at your own risk. Y'all don't know about that. Play. That's African. Play that. I forgot how that song goes. Y'all don't know about Africa Bambaataa. Tommy Boy Records. That's how much I know. Tommy Boy Records. Rap be better if Suge and Puffy did not play in the beat between. I'm gonna say no. Because that elevated things. That kind of elevated things because it was like you either with them or you're with that. You're either with them or you're with that. And the people that want to be East Coast or West Coast, all of a sudden the South came up. So I know there are casualties. They couldn't ask for more. When you had Suge against Puffy, that was good. Who's better, Nas or Jay? I'm going with Jay. I always thought Nas was overrated. He had good lyrics and all that stuff. Whatever. I didn't really like too many Nas songs. I didn't. I used to like to go out and dance. Wasn't too many great Nas songs. For me, I don't know. Did he do If I Rule the World? Did he do that? That was his greatest jam. If I Rule the World. But then that was like Curtis Blow did that. Nas better than Jay-Z. Tupac destroyed Jay. Wait a minute. Oh, you guys gotta be kidding. Did they do Renegades of Funk? Africa Bambaataa? What the fuck? Nas or hell yeah, he's overrated. Play Out Your Realm Risk. Planet Patrol. All right. Nas is overrated, man. How many albums did Nas have? How many albums does Nas have? How many? AZ's finest. Play At Your Own Risk. Play it. All right, hell yeah. All right, that's Planet Patrol. All right. Nas over Jay-Z, no way. Nas overrated is what? Dakota Miller's in the house. Nas is overrated, chat. Come on now. Nas is overrated. How many albums he got? I don't know, but I guarantee you Nas has more albums than Jay. You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding. Nas made a collab with Amy Winehouse. Yeah. How did that turn out? How did that turn out? Come on, man. Nas is overrated. Nas couldn't keep his family in order. Didn't Nas marry my milkshake all in the yard? Didn't he marry that chick? My milkshake. Didn't he marry the milkshake chick? And she took his ass to the cleaners. Come on, Nas. You can't even keep your woman in order. At least, and Jay-Z got Beyonce. And you don't see them tripping. Come on, Nas. You can't even keep the milkshake chick. Milkshake chicken order. I'm Googling. George House bought the Chicago Bears for $100. $100. And they still own the team. Sometimes New Yorkers tend to overrate their artists the same way we do with the basketball. You're damn right, real Daryl. You're damn right, real Daryl. Colleen, that's her name. Khaleesi. Kalenas. What's her name? Colleen. I know I'm saying it wrong. I can't remember the milkshake chick. She took Nas' ass to the cleaner. He's still paying her. Nas is a sucker. He's a sucker, and he's overrated. Ronnie C Illmatic, one of the greatest albums of all. No, it ain't. No, one of. All right, one of. When you say one of, then we'll say one of the top 1,000. One of the top 1,000. The greatest rap album. I know y'all ain't gonna like this. Tupac, All Eyes on Me. That shit was a double album. Tupac, All Eyes on Me. A double album. I was Chicken Puff set a very violent tone in hip hop. The music industry was already plotting the gangsters, tug of war, and the hip hop ultimately killed hip hop. Marketing destruction. Yeah, no ego. It's totally different now. I remember there was a time you heard like Public Enemy, uplifting, power this, power that. Totally different now. Nas has a best shit. No. Dakota Miller, you coming in crazy hot. The greatest diss track ever is Ice Cube, No Vaseline. Repeat, the greatest diss track ever is Ice Cube, No Vaseline. I think I told you guys I was a DJ and all this other stuff. Used to go to the clubs, and I will never forget the first time I heard No Vaseline. I was at a club. All right, clubs jamming, everybody's dancing, everybody's doing this, doing that, and the DJ said, "All right, everyone, I just got this test pressing from Ice Cube. I want you to listen to this." And he put, "God damn, I'm glad y'all said it all." I was like, what the hell is this? We all sat there and listened, and everybody's just looking at each other like, damn. You played a song where people was dancing, they just sat down, was looking at the speaker like, what the fuck is this shit? Then he played it again. La 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 la. The boys are waiting. Who's that? Is that the milkshake? Nas has 17 solo albums. Jay has 13. Yeah. Oh my God. It'll make top 3. What? Top 3 of what? Rob, stop. Are you kidding me? Me Against the World is better. Well, y'all pop on a different level. That's what I'm saying. Nas is. Come on, man. If Ice Cube diss track you, Pac's diss big. Oh man, that Tupac diss that he did on Biggie, man, that was bad. That was just vicious. He destroyed Jay with his rap career. Wait a minute. Real Mother Pumpkin G's is better than, man, I say DJ Quick, dollars and cents, best. Wait a minute. I don't think I heard that one. I heard a lot of DJ Quick. I've heard a lot of DJ Quick, seen a lot of DJ Quick. Ron, you better listen to Either again. You better listen to Either. All right. Either. All right. Ice Cube, Vaseline's hard. I do like Eazy-E's diss on Dr. Dre. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. That was good. Easy told everybody. I do remember that one. What about Dr. Dre? Dr. Dre, that was a good one, but that goddamn, come on, man. Ice Cube song started, goddamn, I'm glad y'all said it all. Like, damn, he just came in hot. Beaks in the house, cooking food in the bathroom. What? Beak? You're not supposed to cook food in the bathroom. That's nasty. You're going to wipe your ass and cook food in the same room. Come on, man. What are your living arrangements? Come on, Abi. You got to do better than that, man. You take a shit and you're cooking in the same room. How do you know the shit from the food? How do you know his food smell good or your shit smell bad or your shit smell good? You know what I'm trying to say. Come on, Abi. You're cooking food in the bathroom? That's unsanitary. Not slightly overrated, but even with that, he's top 10 rap. Top 10. All right. Well, where's Rakim? Where's Rakim on there? He's from India. Is that what they do in India? Fucking cook in the bathroom. When Nas said, I rock hoes, y'all rock fellas. Jay's career was over. Jay-Z's career, you know what? Come on now. You know what? When it comes to district, let's not forget Kendrick Lamar. Let's not Kendrick Lamar. That's got to be up there. Kendrick Lamar. He had Drake. Drake sued him. That was the first time I heard some shit like that. I'm gonna sue you. Jerry Buss era's over. Damn, I know. The kids are fighting. Their kids are fighting. Trying to save some room. Save some room. All right. Cooking in the bathroom. God damn. What you cooking? What you cooking in the bathroom, man? What happened to the cafeteria? Now you're cooking in the bathroom, man. Oh yeah. You sitting there, you flipping hamburgers. Oh, let me take a shit. Wipe your ass, flush. All right, let me keep flipping hamburgers. I don't know how that works. Jeanie needs to get a group led by her and buy the other siblings out. True, but if they buy those siblings out, they're not even going to allow it. The siblings it's mean. Man, leave Kendrick out of this. We got to let it age. No, AZ's finest. I've been around a long time, and that Kendrick shit, when he said A minor, I said, oh my God. Oh my, A minor. That could have been damn. Come on now. That shit, Jay-Z, Biggie, Nas, Rakim, Judakis from New York. Oh, well, you must be a New York kind of fella. Top MCs in order. KRS-One. Ooh. Rakim. Wow. Whoa. All right. LL Cool J. Ice Cube, Chuck D. Oh, don't forget Chuck D. Don't forget Chuck D. Damn it. Hell yeah. Chuck D up there. What about the rapper Jalil? Ecstasy. Cook some pot roast in the bathroom. Because the cafeteria too expensive. I'll tell you. You know what, man? I'm going to come down there, man. I know I keep saying it. Look, man, I can't see you. I can't allow you. I can't allow you to cook pot roast in the bathroom, man. I can't do that, man. I gotta come down there, man. We gonna sit down and have a meal at the cafeteria, man. Cooking pot roast in the bathroom, man. I mean, why are you doing that? Are you putting lettuce in it? Were you getting that explosive diarrhea that they talking about? You talking about this diarrhea where it make your booty explode. So you just cook it, then eat it, and then hope nothing happened. If it does, you right there in the bathroom. I don't know how that works, man. You got that explosive diarrhea. Oh man, who's a better storyteller, Tupac, Big or Tupac? Storyteller. At first I was gonna say Biggie. My initial thought I was gonna say Biggie, but then you got Brenda's Got a Baby. Remember that by Tupac? Some of his older stuff. He's really telling a story. So I'm gonna have to go with Tupac on that. Snoop might be overrated MC lyrically. Man, as far as I'm concerned, Snoop fell off, man. He don't even rap no more. Snoop's like I don't know what he is. I remember Snoop came out with Deep Cover. I was like, yeah, 187, yeah. I agree with you there. AZ Spines, I agree with you there, man. He a little over. He done fell off. Beyonce is my goat. Beyonce, all right. I'm putting hot sauce. So it's perfect because bathroom is right there. Easy access. All right. All right. All right. All right. There you are, B. You're cooking in the bathroom. So if you get some of that explosive lettuce, explosive what? Vegetables and shit, you start exploding. Bam, you're right there. What's the point of all these words and pictures? Well, oh, damn, Nathan Manning, how you doing? Well, we're going to go back into that. How can you tell if that's a roast or pot roast? I don't know. Something's roasting. Ain't none of them got a hold on Tech Nines. One job. Tech Nine? Damn. He's from LA, right? I think I remember Tech Nine. Where's Tech Nine from? Where the hell's he from? Wait a minute. I heard it before. Can't rap better than Logic. Damn. 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 When Tupac was blasted by the Crips in Vegas, when you think Snoop, alleged Crip, would have known the hit was on. Makes you think. Yeah. Yeah. It's so crazy, Chad. I used to go to that club. Back in that time, if I would go to Las Vegas, I'll go to that club 662. I used to love that club. I don't know when that club closed. All I know, I go to the club and they didn't have any windows. You go in there, I'm dancing. Yeah, having a good time. Yeah. And you look at your watch, you're like, what? 7? What's 7? Maybe my watch stopped at 7. You walk out and the sun is up. I was like, oh my God, it's 7 in the morning. He's from KC. Oh, okay. Oh, Kansas City. Tech 9. Okay, all right. What kind of hair shit? You hating on the Lakers now for? What do you mean, Nathan Manning? Look, Nathan Manning, we're here breaking it down. We're here breaking down the truth here, Nathan Manning. And you know what the truth is? Before we get out of here, as we're about to get out of here, the truth is we went over the Lakers ownership. This is what happened, chat. This is the Lakers in a nutshell as to what happened with the organization. Everyone's been saying the Lakers were sold for $12 billion. Mark Walter bought them for $10 billion. Bullshit. Prior to 2025, Mark Walter owned 26% of the Lakers. The Buss family owned 66% of the Lakers, and there's another 8% out there. After the 2025 sale, Mark Walter became 75% owner of the Lakers, but the Buss family held on to 17% of the team. They held on to 17% of the team. And you say, well, damn it, why? Why do they remain 17% of the team? Well, this is why right here. Because part of the deal was that Jeanie Buss was supposed to be the governor of the team. And according to NBA rules, you must have at least 15% of the team to remain governor of the team. That is why Jeanie Buss needs 15%. She sold the whole team except for 17.8% of the team. So that's why we have the situation that we have right now, where Jeanie Buss does not want to sell a portion of the team. Why does she want it? Because we were asking the question, why is Jeanie Buss still around? Why is Jeanie Buss doing this? Why is Rob Pelinka doing that? Blah, blah, blah. Remember, we were all asking that. We're talking about all of that right here on Ronnie C Sports. And the reason why, in order for you to be a governor of the team, you must have at least 15% of the team. But when things got really weird, things got really weird, chat. right here, right here, is because Jeanie needed her 15%, okay? But her father, Dr. Jeanie Buss, he left a majority, not majority, he left Jeanie Buss in charge. Jeanie Buss was in charge. Just like what? DJ, just like DJ on Hustle and Flow, when he told Nola, you in charge, tell him you in charge. He left Jeanie in charge. That was part of the trust. So when things go down, it's not about okay, well, 6 kids say, Jeanie, get the fuck out of here. We don't want you anymore. Jeanie, we want this. We're doing this. It ain't about that. Jeanie Buss was in charge. And her brothers fought it and they contested it. And when they contested it, when they went against Jeanie Buss, you know what? They didn't win. Things didn't come out too good. They didn't come out on the positive side of things. Because in 2017, Jeanie Buss ended up firing she ended up firing her brothers. You know what I'm saying? 2017, she fired Jim Buss. She fired Jim Buss. He's supposed to be the basketball operations guy. You remember Jim Buss? Remember he went out there and signed all these stupid ass players. He went out there. Oh my God. Anyway, she fired him in 27. And then Jim and Johnny, they tried to fight the trust and they lost. They lost. They tried to get controlling ownership over Jeanie Buss, and it never happened. Never happened. Jeanie won. Jeanie Buss won. And so she is the controlling, she controls things. And then when she sold the team in 2025, she fired her other brothers, Joey and Jesse. She fired them. So now we're talking about, well, shit. Why are you trying to sell? Because if they sell, Jeanie Buss will no longer be in control of the Lakers. That's all I'm saying. Dan, where we at on the comments? Am I way behind? Tell me the great Tech 9 album. Look up the song. Sriracha. Is that Sriracha or is that sciatica? What is that? Tech 9 can rap. But can he make a great album? Ooh, why she want to be the governor? She wants to be the governor because part of the deal when she sold the team to Mark Walter, think about it. You're selling the team, you're going to get billions of dollars, and you're still going to be in charge of the team until 2030. So that's why she still wants to call the shots. She still wants to say, "Hey, I'm Jeanie Buss." I mean, that's a lot of cachet, you know? If you can get away with it, why not? Imagine you sell the team and you're still in charge of the team. You get billions of dollars and you still in charge. That's exactly what she did. Mark got caught up, and had to sell and flip the team. Jeannie's a smart woman, but she needs to stop listening to Rambus fan. Damn, Captain. Thank you. She needs to stop listening to damn Rambuses. Rambuses, they got some money. You know they got some money. Let Jeanie do her thing. Top 5. Finesse, Snow Bunny in the game. Top 5, will tell me the other 4. Jeanie threw cake just to keep the hidden title. Jeanie wanted her cake and her ice cream and the pickles and the lettuce. All of that. Something else was a phenomenal album and outspaced Jay-Z's Magna Carta. Chat, don't let West Coast Ronnie turn you off. Nas, he's the truth. Held his own in the mecca of rapper era. I don't know about that. Why she want to control the Lakers, but selling her stake in the Lakers makes no sense. That's true. That's true. She sold her stake, but she still wants to be in control. Nathan Manning, the only reason why she did that is because she can. Imagine that. You sell your stake and you're still in control for 5 years. She did it. She did it. So and she's in control of that stake. The stake is supposed to be split. The stake is split between the siblings, but she is in control of that stake. There you go. Nas had respect for everyone. Pop Biggie. Of course he did. He better. He better. Man, she's setting us back, bro. She don't know shit about basketball. And the waiter guy, I don't even know him. Walter guy. He's the owner of the Dodgers. He's the owner of the Dodgers. He bought the Dodgers a few years ago. He's the one that spent all the money on the Dodgers. That he bought the Dodgers. Then he bought the Lakers. And actually, I don't know if you saw the graphic. Mark Walter already owned 26% of the Lakers prior to 2025. He already owned 26% of the Lakers. So theoretically, he didn't pay all that $10 billion because he already owned 26%, and he had the right to first refusal. No better do it than Rodney. Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah. Oh, y'all don't know about yeah, boy. Can't get enough of everlasting base. Oh, man. Hell yeah. Golden Era was 93 to 97. Huh. 93 to 97? I don't know about that, Dakota. I don't know about that. You have to go back a little bit. Go back a little bit. I don't know, Dakota. 93 to 97? Who are all the great rappers then? Jay-Z? Was Jay-Z around? Nas? Who else? Tupac? Walter better stay away from the Rams. No, hey Nathan, man, he ain't going near the Rams. Walter's being investigated by the feds about all kind of stuff. So he's getting out of the business. That's why he's selling the Lakers. He owns the part of the like I said, he owns the Dodgers and a Chelsea United soccer team, something like that. Pop, Nas, and Big. That's it. Name me more. Come on now. Come on now. Those are individuals. Now, give me more. Give me more. Give me more. That's only three. It wasn't like it was Houdini and Run DMC and LL Cool J, Kumo D, and Rakim. I just named about 4 or 5 right there. Right there. Come on, give me more. You said Walter is selling the team. Yes. Yes, Walter's selling the team. Correct. Correct. He's not selling the team, Nathan Manning. He's selling his portion of the team. He's selling his portion of the team that he purchased from the Buss family. But he had already owned, prior to 2025, he had already purchased 26% of the team. He already owned 26% of the team before then. Wu-Tang and Death Row. Okay. All right. Forgot about Death Row. I hate to say it, Dakota, man. I was not a Wu-Tang fan, man. I was like, oh my God. They just get up there rapping. I'm like, give me a break. Give me a hook. Give me something. Only Wu-Tang I like was Method Man and Dirty Bastard. Oh, I'm like, man, come on now. That's all you need to know. Come on now. What about, when were the Ghetto Boys? Scarface. Who's going to buy 70% of, who's going to buy 70%? That's what the Kushners are doing. That's what the Kushners are doing. That's what the Kushners are doing. They're buying at 75%. They're buying at 75%. But the thing here is this. They're buying that percentage there from Mark Walter. Okay? But the problem is Jeanie Buss still owns that 17%. And for her to be the governor or the main talking point that does a lot of the business, you have to have 15%. And her family wants to sell that 15%, but she's like, no, because I'm in charge. I'm in charge. No Limit is the best rap label ever. Oh, No Limit? You know what? I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna give it to him. No Limit, yeah, because they had a lot of stars, and it wasn't mate. They had some stars, and all I know, Chauncey, every week it'll be a different No Limit CD came out, and it's gonna be a light green, a light orange, being this plastic ass wrapping. I was like, man, who's better? Who's better feature, T-Pain or Nate? I'm going with Nate Dogg, man. T-Pain got a lot, but Nate Dogg had them hardcore classic. Who's the Kushners? That is Jared Kushner, not Jared. It's Jared Kushner's brother. I think his name is Josh. Josh Kushner, Bob Iger. That's his brother. Yeah, this is Kushner's. Feeling a lot better, Arnell. I haven't coughed a whole lot yet, even though I'm sitting here on some cough drops. Oh, shit. And I'm about to get out of here soon. Wait, is Abik back? I heard someone say Merced the other day, and I was like, I ain't heard from Abik. It's about Abik's been in here. Abik was in here. Where you been, Dakota Mill? He's in here about kind of right before you. He was here just now. He's been in here. I think Abik comes in. Westbrook should have went to Boston. I know. That's what I said. He should have went to Boston or Houston. Kushners are tied to Trumps. That's right. That's right. The Kushner guy, his brother is married to Donald's daughter, if that makes sense. Man, I miss Jerry Buss. I know. None of this was going on when Dr. Jerry Buss was going around there, Nathan, man. He was so right. None of this crap was going. It wasn't going down like this. Percy Mills is a moneymaker. No one was fired. 98. Oh, yep. And the thing is, Master P didn't have to sell $1 million because he was getting a majority of the money. Some of these guys had to sell like 5 million records to make money. 5 million to make $500,000. But Master P was like, well, shit, I make 2 million. I sell 2 million. I get 2 million. I'll be so cooking the roast in the bathroom. He sure was. All these owners don't know basketball and it's kind of say, I know. They just know money. All they know is money, and they just trying to make more money. They don't care. They don't care about these fans. That's why when you hear them talking about we need to build another arena, that is code for we need more suites. We need more suite money. Jerry Buss built a legacy, and Jeanie trying to destroy it. Jeannie's trying to keep it going. She ain't trying to destroy it. But one thing, she shouldn't have sold it to Mark Walter unless she really, really needed that money. But if somebody tells you, hey, I'll give you X billion dollars and you're still going to be in charge for the next 5 years, we always say, oh, okay, shit. And then on top of that, sell that remaining 17%. So think about it. You got all that money. You sold like 60% of the team, billions of dollars, and you're still in charge. That's a tough offer. Master P, because Suge Knight out in jail and signed Snoop to No Limit. That's true. Master P did get Snoop signed him. I'm still standing on my square. Russ is better than Curry. Oh my goodness. AZ Finance, you got to be kidding me. Kushner just bought the Lakers using inflation money they made off of all of us. That's true. Probably, some stock money. Yeah. That's why he got that money. Yeah. You right there, Dakota Miller. You're damn right. Ice Cube should sell Big Three and buy the bus left there, but it ain't gonna be enough. It ain't gonna be enough. You think the Big Three is worth about what, $2 billion? I don't think so. Should have never sold her stake. She's a liar and a cow. What's she lying about? What's she lying about? She ain't telling no lies. Hooked him up. Yeah, that's right. Because part of the deal why Mark Walter's selling his team is because he's being investigated by the FBI. He's being investigated by the FBI, chat. That's a little strange. FBI is going after you, and they're saying, "Damn, I need to sell the team." You know, the FBI is going after you, and Kushner comes with, "Hey, you want to sell the Lakers?" You know, because originally Kushner and Bob Iger, they want to be a part of the Las Vegas franchise that's going to be in Las Vegas. They're trying to get in line to buy that. The price got up there, so they said, "Fuck it." You know what? Mark Walters might want to sell. What if he doesn't? I know he does. Ice Cube not getting $2-3 billion for dollars. I know it ain't gonna happen. You know, no. LeBron set the whole thing up. What do you mean, Jay Jones? That's funny. The Lakers' value went up $2.5 billion after LeBron, Ramon, James leave. Think about it. Tupac should have signed with no limit and Master P. He would probably be alive. That's true. That's true, Chauncey. That's true. But when he came out of jail, I don't think Master P had the money. Master P was selling his stuff out the trunk. Master P had a little record shop. He had a record shop. So Master P wasn't selling. He wasn't selling nothing. He sure wasn't. He wasn't happening like that. He wasn't a Master P we know. Remember, Ronnie, I am now a Clippers. Damn, Nathan Manning, just like that. Shit. All right, well, Clippers situation, I'm not going to say it is better, but yeah, it is better because Kawhi Leonard and the whole money thing with the owner, I guess that has been resolved so far. We'll just wait and see what happens. Maybe it's been resolved, maybe not. But anyway, that's the situation. I live in San Diego. Maybe they'll come back home. Oh, Nathan Manning. I actually used to go to those games when the Clippers played. When they were the Clippers, they were San Diego Clippers. I used to go to those games. They played at the San Diego Arena. I don't know if that place is still there. That place didn't have any windows from what I remember. You go in there, San Diego Arena. And I had to hook up where I knew one of the what was he? Trainer or something like that. I used to sit on the floor seats and watch the Clippers play. They had Jerome Whitehead, Freeman, what's his name? Freeman Williams, I think. Freeman Williams. Bill Walton was always hurt. Hell yeah, I used to go there. San Diego Arena. Master P wasn't making him say, when Pac got out, he sure wasn't. He sure wasn't. Make him say, he wasn't happening there. When Pac got out of jail, Master P was finding his legs. You got to be at least 85 if you went to see the Clippers. I sure did. I saw the Clippers play in San Diego. They had, I think, wasn't Kobe Bryant's Jelly Bean Bryant was on there. I think Joe Bryant was on that team. Jerome Whitehead, Joe Bryant, Freeman Williams, Lloyd Free was on that team, I think. Cause I went, yeah, Bill Wall was hurt. Hell yeah, San Diego Clippers. Sure did at the San Diego Sports Arena. I hope they didn't, maybe they probably tore that place down by now. Probably tore it down, man. Damn. San Diego Sports Arena. Too many tears. is a top rap song ever. Too Many Tears. Cried so many tears. Is that Tupac? Is that Tupac? AZ's finest. Shit, I gotta get out of here. Shit, been on for 2 hours. Be ready. Turn on your notifications for tomorrow. Want to do a couple of daytime live streams, chat. We're gonna do a few daytime live streams. So be ready for that, for the daytime live streams. Daytime live streams, chat. Be ready. Be ready. Of course. All right. Who do you think will be the new owners of the Seattle Supersonics? That is a damn good question. Right now, these teams, they're taking all these bids and all this stuff. So fucking greedy ass, I don't know, NBA, whatever. They doing what they, I guess they're trying to get their money on. All the owners trying to make their money on, get their money on. But the thing is, they want the highest bidder, and they're gonna pay the fee to get in. And whatever that fee is, it's going to be split between the owners. So the owners, they want the highest price possible. So it's the valuation for the Lakers at $12.5 billion. Oh, they licking their chops. They're licking their chops. They're like, yeah. So that means more money in their pockets. And the thing is, with this, when these teams when they pay to get into the NBA, they do not have to split that money with the Players Association. It's not a part of the, what do you call it, BRI, basketball-related income. It's not a part of that. That is straight money to their pockets. So they are loving it. They are loving it. They say, bring in more teams, even though we don't have enough players. Ronnie, what was the take on Steve Ballmer being innocent? You know, oh, damn, Dakota Miller. Crazy part about that. Steve Ballmer is the richest owner in the NBA. Repeat, Steve Ballmer is the richest owner in the NBA, and they're not going to mess with him. They're not going to mess with him. You have owners, and then you have the owners. And Steve Ballmer had the money to fight it, tooth and nails. He had the lawyers. He had all that. And so what? You're going to have a big fight with the NBA against Steve Ballmer? You don't want that. Then you want your business out there like that? No, NBA was like, you know what? We really didn't see anything here. We can't find anything. We can't find anything. Let's keep moving. Let's act like this never happened. Steve Ballmer, they wasn't messing with him. But they probably telling other owners like, hey, man, come on, guys. Let's be all right. Let's not have this happen again. So they gave Steve Ballmer, I'm not even going to say a tap on the hand. They just gave him like a look. You know, like, come on, man. Come on, man. They just gave him that look. They didn't even say, come on. They just tilted, just gave him, you know, the look. The look. So, yeah. Steve Ballmer was like, let's fight. Let's do it. I got the lawyers. The NBA's like, nah. We don't want this. We don't want this. So that's what happened. NBA they did not want to go down that road. You see Angel Reese choke the game, winning. Or doing the other day, hey, if she would have got them rebounds and scored her points, she wouldn't have been in a position to choke the layups. Leave Angel alone. They made you drop that dumb tournament in the beginning. You know what? I know. I think it's stupid, but then the fans get excited about it. They get to sell it as an extra piece, a part of the television deal. So they're going to keep it. They make money off of that. It's an extra piece in the television deal. Wow, look at this. It's Friday night. We have an in-tournament game. Wow. Should Lakers keep Bronny? Yeah. You know what? Yeah, they should. Because Bronny's better than Dalton Connect. That we do know. He's doing better than Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect was traded ahead of him. Remember that? So he's doing better than Dalton Connect. So you got to keep him. Got to keep him. He could be I'm not going to say a valuable asset. Bronny's an asset now. He has played himself into a position where, hey, he can get out there and get some minutes. So hell yeah, keep Ronnie. Keep Ronnie around. Ronnie averaged 2 points still. He averaged 2 points, but in the G League, he averaged like 20-something. He averaged more points than Dalton Connect. Ronnie, what's your take on? In about preseason fights and players sit out of sprained fingers. Man, this is part of the NBA. It's part of the NBA and how these guys, they get touched up a little bit and they don't want to practice. And now it's happening through all the sports where these guys are want to. We're going to preserve our bodies and all this other stuff. That shit don't fly in football. It don't. And you know, Dakota Miller, I've always hated preseason football. I hate it. And these little fights that they have, it's kind of a part of it. But then, you know, I had the Raiders and you had Max Crosby. He touched Kirk Cousins' arm, and Kirk Cousins got all upset at Max Crosby for doing what Max Crosby does. That's what Max Crosby does. And if there was such a major issue about Max Crosby touching Kirk Cousins' arm, then the coach would have stepped in and he would have said something. He would have done something. The coach didn't see nothing, so it was nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. But you have Kirk Cousins acting like a little jackass and want to grab Max. And Kirk Cousins should be glad that Max Crosby didn't whoop his ass. He ought to be glad. Max could have fucking cleaned his clock. And if that was me, well, all right, I was like, boy, you grabbing me? Pow! Don't grab me. Tell him to block better. Tell that lineman to block better. Step up in the pocket. Avoid it. I'm making you better. Iron sharpens iron. Iron doesn't sharpen butter. And Kirk Cousins, you're butter. How many games until Max is traded? Damn. When is the trading deadline? That's the next question. When is a trading deadline? I think they're going to hold. I don't know. He did touch the quarterback. They probably still a little salty after that. Problem is they're not going to trade him because they had Baltimore gave him 2 first-round picks. So right now the Raiders are like, hey, man, I want 2 first-round picks. We had 2 first-round picks before. We get 2 first-round picks again. But that shit ain't going to happen. You ain't gonna strike lightning twice, damn it. Let's pray. New Lakers ownership will cut ties with Magic Johnson. Dude has what? Not a good look. What the hell? Magic Johnson hasn't been involved with the Lakers for quite a while, Michael. What does that have to do with anything? Not a good look. You need to brush up on your knowledge there, Michael. This guy right here is in charge. You need to get your facts together. Don't come into Ronnie C Sports with some old stupid shit, man. Come on, man. You got to know what you're talking about. Do some research, Michael K4. D's. Get your shit right. Don't come in here fumbling the ball, man. You came in here, you fumbled the ball. Ronnie, who's recall? On Jared Pickle Goat and Pickle Chicken. Check the maybe Michael had some Pickle Goat, Pickle Chicken jars in his cabinet. I think he had some of that, Michael. Michael, did you have some bad Pickle Goat, Pickle Chicken? And a good look in today's day and age. I thought he was still part of Magic Johnson ain't got nothing to do with none of this. I don't know what the hell that guy is. That guy, Michael, leave the pickled goat and pickled chicken alone, man. That's not a good look. What you said is not a good look. Speaking of not good looks, that wasn't a good look. This guy right here is in charge. That make you feel better there. Magic Johnson ain't got nothing to do with it. In fact, this guy right here stabbed Magic Johnson in the back to do what he's doing. Magic's a Dodger owner. There you go. Magic, hey, he's owner of the Dodgers. Shit, Magic got a few championship rings there. Michael, come on, Michael. Whoever the hell you are. What's his name again? Michael 4 or something? Michael 4D? I don't know. 4, I don't know. Michael, I know you probably left. You probably just farted in the room and left. You probably got hot on you. You don't want to hear what I got to say, but I get it. And it's cool. You came in, said what you had to say, and you got the hell out. Thank you for getting the hell out. Bird better than Magic. Oh, gosh. Who got more championships? I rest my case. What's up? We about to get out of here. Bird, we about to get out of here. Shit, we wouldn't wait. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right. I want to thank everybody for being in here. Thank you for coming out here, chat. We will be in the daytime. Our next live will be in the daytime. Turn on your notification. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Ronnie C Sports. Yeah. Ronnie C Sports. Ronnie C Sports. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ronnie C Sports. You wanna play the game? My baby told me, Ronnie, don't you be ashamed. So I jumped on him. You wanna play the game? Ronnie C Sports, that's my name. I shoot, I score, we go. Yeah. Boxing, we boxing. So who the best? Ronnie C Sports, Ronnie C Sports, Ronnie C Sports. Ronnie C Sports. Ronnie C Sports. No, you're not that bad. Ronnie C Sports, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Who the best? Ronnie C Sports. 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 Ronnie C Sports. You wanna play the game? My baby told me, Ronnie, don't you be ashamed. So I dunked on him. Ronnie C Sports, that's my name. So I dunked on him. So I dunked on him. So I dunked on him. Ronnie C Sports, that's my name. So I dunked on him.